Fort Morgan football brought to you by Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard. Ackley Building Center, located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush. So we'll flip the field now. Berthoud with the football will be coming towards us. That is right to left on your radio dials or your computer screen. 12 minutes of fresh 12 up on the clock. Still scoreless here at Maxmar Stadium in Berthoud. Their second possession sees them faced with a 2nd and 10. Rubisam again will go under center. He'll turn and hand the ball off to one of his players who goes off the right side, and not much there. So Fort Morgan's defense equal to the task so far on the second drive for Berthoud. It's a 3rd and 7.
On that play, Rubisam did a complete 360, spun around in his attempt to fake out the Fort Morgan defense, but Fort Morgan keyed in on the blocks and were able to stop for a 2-yard gain.
Something that Harrison Chisholm was adamant about was making sure that Fort Morgan was playing assignment football and staying home, and so far Fort Morgan has done that here tonight. And now we'll see a timeout called by Berthoud. This timeout is brought to you by Edwards Wright Price Market and Flowerland, located at 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game days. We'll step aside as well. You're listening to Mustang Football on B106 and B106.com. Welcome back inside Maxmar Stadium. 11:20 showing on the clock here in the second quarter as Berthoud is faced with a 3rd and 7. Rubisam drops back to pass. He's got a man open over the middle again. He overthrows his intended receiver, that's Corey Ellis. And now we'll see a 4th down play for Berthoud, and I think they're going to leave their offense on the field and go for it.
I think Rubisam's one of these guys who does it all. He's dropping back deep maybe to punt. He holds the extra point kicks. Certainly wouldn't want to get him or injured if you're Berthoud.
I saw him take some punts in the pregame, but actually y'all are also taking some of those punts, but we'll see what Berthoud has up their sleeve here. He will punt it away, Will Rubisam, and it'll be returned by Ulysses Hernandez, who is deep. He's got a little bit of a lane down that left side, the far sideline. He'll be out of bounds. We'll see a flag late. A very late flag comes in. The play already over, but the official with the white hat threw that flag, so we'll see what he calls. Another illegal block in the back, so another good Fort Morgan return nullified by a silly penalty.
Again, from my vantage point where the official threw the flag, the block was occurring about 30 yards away from the play.
Definitely something that Harrison Chisholm wants to clean up.
Well, Fort Morgan's going to have to get a first down sooner or later, Alex. And if I'm Coach Chisholm, I'm going to have to open up the offense a little bit and start passing. I know it's hard to pass with them on you before you can look downfield, but so far the line has not held out the Spartan defenders.
Fort Morgan so far, 2 possessions, 2 punts, no first down, so they're continuing that nasty trend of not being able to move the football on offense. Martins will go under center. Bohm and Alexander in the backfield. Check that. That is Fitzsimmons who will get the pitch. He'll come to this near side. He'll be brought down after gaining about 4 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Yeah, that defender for Berthoud closed in a hurry. It looked like Fitzsimmons had a lot of room around the right side. And all of a sudden the defender closed in, and there was no yards after contact on that play.
This ball is spotted at right near midfield. Again, Martins will go under center. This time Miranda in there at fullback. Pineda spread to this near side. Martins will fake the option. It was a quick give to Miranda, who dove through the middle of the line.
Yeah, therefore Morgan had the dive and then the fake pitch, trying to set up something a little bit later maybe.
So it'll be 3rd and 5 after Miranda picks up 3 yards on the carry, the dive play. And Fort Morgan with 9:50 showing on the clock here in the second quarter, still scoreless still looking for their first down of the game. Again, Pineda spread wide this near side. So Aaron Anderson spread to the far side. 2 men in the backfield, including Miranda. Miranda will get the carry. He'll go through the middle of the line. He is running hard, very hard. The ball comes out right at the end. The ball comes out, and I believe Berthoud jumped on top of it. Miranda trying to get some extra yards after contact, and he puts the ball on the ground, and Berthoud will take it over there.
Right as Fort Morgan's getting ready to get a first down, Miranda gives a little extra effort to get that first down, and the ball gets stripped, and the Fort Morgan defense has to come back and face a short field against Berthoud's offense.
So with 9:28 showing on the clock, Berthoud will take over for their third possession. They put together an impressive first drive that started all the way at their own 36, stalled in a 3rd and goal situation. Then they had a blocked field goal. Rubisam will turn and hand to one of his men in the backfield. He'll go through the middle of the line. They'll be stopped for a minimal gain. I don't think he got anything there, so it'll be a 2nd and 10. Of note, Chase Frazier injured already for Berthoud, and I haven't seen him check back into the game yet.
You never like to see anyone get injured in a high school football game or any football game for that matter.
That is true, and that is a crucial loss for this Berthoud squad as he was one of their leaders. Rubisam again will fake the run through the middle of the line, then he'll throw the option out wide. I believe Woodhill with the carry. He'll be met there by a couple of Morgan tacklers.
Fort Morgan did a good job of reading that fake and stringing out the option. Cornerback came up for a good tackle for no gain.
So after 2 consecutive run plays and no yards, we'll see a 3rd and 10 here for Berthoud, as they are just on their side of midfield. Give him a yard on that last carry, so a 3rd and 9. Rubisam again sends a man in motion. He will fake the handoff that way. He's got a man open. That is Corey Ellis with the reception. He'll pick up. He'll be right at the sticks, actually, and we might see a measurement here by the officials. They have stopped the clock with 7:53 remaining. A good job that time by Corey Ellis getting open and putting his hands out to receive the football from Rubisam, and Rubisam did a good job of keeping it low enough this time, as we've seen several of his throws go over his receivers' heads.
Ellis, one of Berthoud's leading receivers, it's his first touch of the night.
He's been targeted a few times, but Rubisam hasn't been accurate. We'll see what the sticks say, and they are short his Berthoud by a matter of inches. We'll likely see Tim McGinn, the head coach for Berthoud, go for it here.
Well, first of all, every time they've run, it's been positive yardage. And secondly, every time they've been on defense, it's been 3 and out for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. So I agree, we're going to see them go for it. Fort Morgan could make a huge stop here. They could just plug up the middle.
I'll tell you, you really can't tell which side has the momentum at this point. Kind of a back-and-forth affair with the blocked field goal that we saw earlier, but Berthoud really controlling the game in terms of possession.
Yeah, imagine if we looked at time of possession out of the 17 minutes that we've played, Berthoud's probably had the ball for 12 of those.
I'd say 2-1 at least. They call the runner down.
Oh, what a huge play.
I think he was short of the first down, so Fort Morgan will get the ball on a turnover on downs.
Just what Fort Morgan's defense needed is a stop here, give the offense a little bit of momentum. Hopefully they can put something more than 3 plays together.
The ball carrier for Berthoud, I believe his knee went down before he was really even able to get going anywhere, so a lucky break for Fort Morgan, as with 7:46 on the clock. They're still very much alive in this game as it is scoreless, and we'll see if Martins can guide this team to a first down. Anderson spread this near side. 2 men in the backfield. Martins turns, hands the ball to Miranda. No, keeping himself on the option. He'll pitch it outside this way. Alexander, who comes to this near sideline, dodges a tackler. He will be brought down sure if I saw a flag come out there or not. I don't believe it was, but Alexander gets the first down of the game for Fort Morgan.
That was a nice option. They read the option. They shut down the inside. The defensive end came in on Martins, and Martins made the right read and gave it to Alexander, who juked one defender and made about 10 yards on his own.
7:28 and counting here in the second quarter. Still scoreless at Maxmar Field here in Berthoud. Martins will go under center. Miranda and Fitzsimmons this time checks into the backfield. Again, the quick give to Miranda, who goes through the middle of the line. The fake carried out by Martins to Fitzsimmons. Miranda will pick up, we'll call it 5 or 6 yards. Oh, maybe even 7. It'll be a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, nice hard running by Miranda. He didn't run earlier in the season, except for that fumble recovery last week. So he's new for me.
Chisholm is saying that they tried him out in practice this week, and he impressed the coaching staff, so he was getting some carries. Again, Martins will pitch the option to Fitzsimmons, who goes to the far sideline. He'll be knocked down inbounds, but he will have enough for another first down. So Fort Morgan marching down the field here, as this is their 4th possession of the game. They didn't have a first down until this possession, and now they are getting down towards the red zone.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try some play-action pass now that the run's working a little bit, maybe catch Berthoud coming up hard and, fake a dive, kind of that option, and throw it over the top.
The festivities going on here at Maxmar Field. It is, as we said, homecoming week here for Berthoud. There's plenty of people in the stands, a lot of people lining the gate along the track of the football field, as Fort Morgan will take a timeout to discuss this first down play. We will step aside as well. 6:33 on the clock, no score here. You're listening to Mustang Football on B106 and B106.com. Welcome back into Maxmar Field. The Mustangs will come out of this timeout. They'll break from the huddle, and they'll send Anderson wide to his near side. The ball on the far hash, right at the 20-yard line. It looks like Martin's under center, 2 men in the backfield. Martins with the long snap count, turns, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He'll go off the near side. He'll be brought down there after gaining a few yards, and it'll be a 2nd down play.
That time the defensive end keyed out on the pitch back and left Martins open for a nice little run. I kind of think the option's working for the Mustangs. Maybe stick with that and then do an option pass to catch them.
Seems to be that Berthoud is having difficulty deciding who to take on the option play that Martins has run, and he's made the right decision every time so far, is to keep it or to pitch it. Now they'll flip the field. Anderson will go to the far left side. It'll be a quick give through the middle of the line for Fort Morgan. Didn't catch who got that carry. They're on the far again. The far end zone from us.
Miranda for about 2 or 3.
So Miranda does pick up 3 yards there, and it'll be a 3rd and 3 play with Fort Morgan almost to the 10-yard line of Berthoud territory. Martins will go under center. He'll have Fitzsimmons dotting his I formation. 2 men spread, 1 each direction. Bohm will be fake the give through the middle. Fitzsimmons gets a long pitch pass, a very dangerous pitch pass, and he will have nothing as he goes to the far side of the field and is brought down there. We'll see a 4th down. A big test here for Harrison Chisholm with 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes here in the first half.
Yeah, Berthoud sending more people in the box, like what we've talked about in the season before, almost challenging Fort Morgan to throw with single coverage on the outside.
So the 4th down play does not see the field goal unit come out for Fort Morgan. Instead, we see a lot of big bodies come in for them. Jose Miranda in the game as one of the fullbacks. Martins will turn and fake the give. He'll give it to Alexander, who will be just shy, I believe, of the first down marker. Chisholm sends his defense out on the field and not even going to wait to see a measurement. And it will be a turnover on down, so Berthoud defense holds. And with 4:26 remaining, they've got an opportunity to strike here in the first half. We're still scoreless.
But for the Fort Morgan defense, that 7-play drive by the offense was huge. It gave them a chance to catch their breath, to talk to their coaches about what they need to key in on and how they need to stop this Berthoud offense. Plus, it gives Berthoud the ball way back on their own 10-yard line.
So 90 yards separates Berthoud from pay dirt. We'll see Rubisam. He'll give the ball to one of his running backs who goes through the middle of the line. He'll be brought down for a minimal gain. The clock continues to run. Mustang Football is brought to you by Buildings by Design. The most important thing to buying a building or starting a new design build project is picking the right company to build it. Call Pat Walter, Travis Lefevre, or Jared Samples for your free bid, 970-842-5837, or visit them online at buildingsbydesign.com. 3:56 and counting, no score here. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard pickup on the first down play. Again, Rubisam will keep it, and now he'll pitch it to end-around type play. But Fort Morgan will be right there to bring the man down on this near sideline. I don't think he has enough to pick up the first down, and the clock continues to run. I believe Woodhill on the carry that time. It was.
Woodhill seems to be the horse for Berthoud tonight.
That, especially since Frazier was knocked out early. Again, a clean hit by Jared Bohm, just an awkward landing for Frazier that really turned the game around as Berthoud was driving, but since he's been out of the game, Berthoud's offense hasn't been able to do much. We'll see Rubisam again in that pistol formation. He'll have 2 men to the near side, 1 to the far side, and 2 men in the backfield. He'll turn and hand the ball off to one of the men in the backfield. He'll pick up enough for the first down, and that stops the clock with 2:52 showing on it.
Yeah, I didn't catch you. The players should have had binoculars for
Well, go ahead and say it was Alexander Kingsley on the carry. I believe 26 got the football there.
Fort Morgan has trying to keep them from getting another first down here and maybe get the ball.
Again, Rubisam will give, this time it will go through the middle of the line for not much. The clock is still running, 2:25 and counting now, and it looks as though Berthoud really isn't in any form of a hurry-up offense.
I don't see why they don't have some urgency here. Maybe they're happy to go in at half 0-0 against a 2-2 Fort Morgan team.
Again, Rubisam will send one man in motion through the middle of the line. He'll turn and pass to that man. The ball's knocked down, almost intercepted. A good job that time. I believe T.J. Schneider getting up and putting his big paws up to knock down the pass. Minute 59 showing on the clock here, and it's a 3rd and 9 play for Berthoud.
Schneider, a good basketball player for the Mustangs during the winter, went up high and got that rebound.
Schneider is listed at 6'4", 205, and he showed he does have a little bit of hops there, getting that big frame off the ground and knocking the pass down. Just under 2 minutes, no score. Rubisam receives a low snap. He'll turn. He's looking to pass to this near sideline. The pass will be complete, and the man will get out of bounds. A considerable gain.
Ellis was on that sideline pattern and brings up the 4th down.
So not enough on the reception to get the first. Back-to-back passes by Berthoud. They pick up 6 yards on that play, and it'll be a 4th and 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Berthoud didn't go downfield on any of those plays.
They're back to punt now. It's Rubisam back. We'll see if he does punt it. He will kick it away. Yuli Hernandez back to receive for Fort Morgan. He'll receive it hit immediately by a Berthoud tackler, so he falls forward for a couple of yards, but not much after that. The Mustangs will take over the ball at their own 40-yard line. I'll call it the 41. So with a minute 49 remaining, we'll see if Fort Morgan can put together something after not getting any first downs till their last possession of the half. we'll see if they can put together a 2-minute drill here and try and get some points before the end of this first half.
That was a nice defensive stand by Fort Morgan.
So the ball at the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Fort Morgan. Anderson to his near side. Miranda and Alexander in the backfield. Pineda spread to the far side. Alexander gets the give. He'll go to the far side, that left side of the line. He'll be brought down after he gains about 2, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Yeah, the first defender coming up on that gave him quite a shot. His head popped back, but he still carried forward, for the 1 yard. The line's got to do something about opening up some bigger holes and moving the line of scrimmage in Fort Morgan's favor.
It'll be a 2nd and a long 9, and now we'll see a timeout taken by the officials as Alexander's helmet is causing him some problems, so Bohm will check in for him as he checks out to get that equipment issue fixed. 1:18 counting here. Fitzsimmons comes to the near side. Bohm and Miranda in the backfield. Pineda on the far side. Martin's under center. Martins receives the snap, fakes the give. He's looking downfield to pass. He only has the one option down there, but he's got the man. And Pineda almost comes in with the reception. Pineda did a good job of getting past his defender, but the ball a little bit underthrown by Martins. And that'll stop the clock with a minute even and a 3rd and 10 play for Fort Morgan.
Fort Morgan keeping 8 guys into block and only sending 2 downfield. That's what you have to do to give your quarterback time to throw. That's a good strategy. Double coverage on both the right and the left. Like to see Fort Morgan maybe throw, a little shorter pattern, get the first down, and then try a couple times downfield.
Looks like we'll see that same formation. Fitzsimmons to the near side, 2 men in the backfield, Pineda to the far side. Martins turns, he's going to get blitzed by Rubisam, who also plays linebacker, and he gets in and disrupts that pass play. Martins throws the ball incomplete. And so the drive will stall after 3 plays, 2 passes, 1 run. Not gaining a yard on the drive. And Fort Morgan will be forced to punt with 57 seconds showing on the clock here in the first half.
I think I'd be telling my sophomore punter, Zletzig to kick it out of bounds. Don't risk a return.
Zletzig gets off a good punt down the middle of the field, not fielded by Berthoud, but it takes a Berthoud bounce back toward Fort Morgan. And Berthoud will take over there. Mustang Football is brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank, your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs. 321 Ensign Street, Morgan Federal Bank. There's a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 48 seconds, no score here in what has been a back and forth half. No team really taking control. Rubisam will turn and fire to a man on the near sideline here. He'll get out of bounds and stop the clock.
That was a nice pass. There's actually 2 receivers out there, and the first one almost tipped the ball. It was headed towards the other one.
That's true. Kingsley was the one who ended up with the ball in his hands. And now we'll see another whistle. Fort Morgan will take a timeout with 46 seconds on the clock. We'll step aside here as well. 46 seconds remaining in the first half. No score here at Max Mar Field in Berthoud. You're listening to Mustang Football on B106 and B106.com. 46 seconds showing on the clock here, as this has been a very quick first half. Only 46 minutes in time to play 24. Very quick, as the clock has been moving a lot, and the clock will move again. We'll see a pass play again. It'll be tipped and out of bounds, hauled in. Rubisam, again on that double out that time. The ball tips off of the near receiver, and it doesn't give an opportunity for the far receiver nearest to the sideline to get the catch. And so with 41 seconds, Berthoud will be faced with a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the strategy there is. 2 times in a row to have 2 receivers within 5 yards of each other, and then you have 3 defenders over there.
Interesting calls here by Dan again. As Rubisam again will look to this near sideline, there is a flag down. The catch is made. Kingsley with the catch for Berthoud. He went out of bounds. The clock did stop, but there was a flag down back towards the line of scrimmage. It is a hold, and it will go against Berthoud. So negate the play, which would have been close for a first down for Berthoud. Instead, they'll move back 10 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, Berthoud's coaching staff can't be happy with the mistakes that their kids are making. Probably be a heated discussion at halftime, maybe in both locker rooms.
I'm not sure that either coaching staff has to be pleased with what they've seen out here so far in the first half, but on the flip side of that, Kevin, neither team has given up a point, so you can't be too upset going into the half tied. It's basically a fresh ball game if Fort Morgan's defense can hold here in the last 37 seconds. 3rd and 13 for Berthoud. Rubisam in the shotgun. He brings a man motion. That is Woodiel to the near side. Rubisam drops back to pass, looking to the far sideline. Has his man. It's all over the middle of the field, but the ball is dropped. The catch was made and then dropped by Gregory Hutchins.
A huge hit by the Fort Morgan safety coming up on him. His quarterback kind of made him stretch out high for the ball. I think they're lucky there. He dropped the ball after maybe a step or two. Lucky that wasn't ruled a reception and a fumble.
It looked like Missio Franco on the tackle, and now we'll see Yuli Hernandez again go back as Berthoud will look to punt. Rubisam receives the snap. He will get the kick away. It is a high kick. Yuli Hernandez back. He will catch it and have some room up to the middle of the field. Now he goes to the far sideline. He's got a little bit of running room. He'll be met by a tackler. I believe that's Rubisam, who is punting. We do have a Berthoud player down. It does not look like he is feeling very good right now. He went down pretty hard.
I didn't see the block on that one. I was following Rubio as he was going around the corner. A nice little return. A net of only 7 yards on that punt for Berthoud.
So as there is an injured player on the field, we'll step aside as they tend to him on the ground. 17 seconds remaining here in the first half. Still no score at Maxmar Field here in Berthoud. You're listening to Mustang Football on P106 and P106.com. The injured Spartan, Brian Vasquez, able to walk off under his own power. That's good to see. Fort Morgan will take over. They spread the field 3 wide. Frick and Pineda, and I believe Fitzsimmons, it was. He gets the quick look from Martins. That play only took a second. Goes incomplete as Martins underthrows Fitzsimmons. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 play for Fort Morgan.
Looking for a quick hitter there that maybe let your athlete make a move on one of theirs and break it downfield. Only 16 seconds left. There's nothing really in the playbook that's out of concern or out of whack here.
Again, 2 men spread to this near side, 1 man spread to the far side. A single back, that's Bohm. Martin's looking to that far side. He's got a man open downfield. Great coverage that time by Berthoud as I believe Pineda, the intended receiver for Martins. If Pineda comes down with that, he's in the end zone, but he does not. Double coverage that time for Berthoud. And with 9 seconds left on the clock, you can expect this might be the last play of the half. 3rd and 10 for Fort Morgan.
Berthoud allowing Martin's time to throw that time. They had probably 5 or 6 backs back and didn't have the rush that was pressuring them earlier.
Martins again under center, 2 men to this near side. He'll look to this near side as he looks to pass. Is under a bit of pressure, and he'll go to the far side. He throws it, and it is out of bounds, incomplete. 2 seconds still showing on the clock. That might have gone out of the back of the end zone, Kevin. It looks like the receiver for Fort Morgan dove to try and catch it, but just too much that time by Martins.
Martin showing that he's got the arm. Both of those plays were kind of like a Hail Mary, hoping that maybe it gets tipped and the receiver comes down with it. Kind of like to have seen on that third down play some sort of screen with all the defenders way back. Might have worked to get past the first-tier defenders and get some positive yardage to make this 4th down or this next play a little easier.
4th and 10, 2 seconds. This will be the last play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. Martins drops back, looking to the near side. He will put the ball up. He'll go to that far side. One-on-one coverage, and the ball is picked off in the end zone. So Martins throws a pick, but for all intents and purposes, a meaningless one as the clock runs out. and we remain scoreless here at Maxmar Field after the first half of play. 0-0 our score. You're listening to Mustang Football on B106 and B106.com.